So it's now about 3:51, and on a normal Monday, you'd still see me at this time in my uniform because, quite frankly, changing is a bother and I don't want to change out of my uniform to put on clothes, and I'm just going to lounge around in at home because I have no friends. And don't do anything outside of school on a school day. That and I'm just beat after school. School is so tiring. But I didn't go to school today. Yeah, because it was a really long story, and it was kind of stressful, and I don't really want to talk about it, but it was really nice because I probably could have gone back for my last 3 periods of the day, and I do like them. Like computer science, we're not doing anything, because the AP test is over, and the other 2 classes I really like French is one of them, but I said, screw it, don't really want to go there. So I went with my mom, shopping. See, look, I took notes for you all today. And we went to Panera Bread, and it was the first time I'd eaten at Panera Bread in like forever because I used to work there. Let me tell you, here's the analogy that I use for Panera Bread. It looks all cheery on the outside, and they're like, hey, how can we help you? It's really like if you took an oven in Auschwitz, and painted it with glitter paint, and stuck rainbows and, stickers of elephants all over it and said, come in here, because it's a really... Oh my god, it's a horrific place behind closed doors. Let me tell you, just not fun. Not a good situation. But I hadn't eaten there basically in like a year. I quit working after last summer, and I hadn't eaten since I quit working. So I got my chicken noodle soup and a sourdough bread bowl and my macaroni. Yeah, and they actually had a sign. They're opening a new one at the mall near us. And they had a sign saying, hey, we're looking for people, how about you join? Number 1, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll regret it, just don't do it. But number 2, there was something really irritating me about the sign, other than the fact it was like 50 feet tall, like it was a horrifically large sign. And then I looked and I realized the font was in Comic Sans. Yeah, not a good situation. Comic Sans is a terrible font. I'm kind of a typography nerd. So... I said, no, there's no way, I can't come back and work for you. It's impossible. But after we went to Panera Bread, we went to Kohl's, and I got some nice khaki shorts, and my mom got some sexy heels for my graduation. They're black and white, and I love them, and they're stilettos too, which is really, really nice. I said, wow, I'm impressed. So I've had a pretty lazy day today. Last night, this is the other thing I want to talk about. Last night, I watched the Lady Gaga special on HBO, because I think it was running for like 24 hours. If you can't tell, oh my god, I'm such a flamer. I apologize. But it was magnificent. I'm really kind of pissed that the Monster Ball didn't come anywhere near where I lived, because I would have gone, and I would have had a good time. And I would, actually no, I probably wouldn't have dressed up, because like I said, I bought khaki shorts. I'm a classic person. You know, wearing my seersucker and khaki. But, I thought it was really intense, and I'm sorry, but if you don't like her music, then you don't like her music, just say it. But don't be like, oh, she's such a whore, because number 1, she's not. And she obviously has talent, because that was just an insane amount of work. Speaking of Lady Gaga, I watched the Judas music video. That was pretty stunning. I enjoyed it, quite frankly. And I'm glad because it wasn't as, like, crazy as Born This Way. I appreciated Born This Way, but people were like, it's too weird, and I didn't have anything to say. I'm just like, yeah, it kind of was. But if you can't tell, I am filming this on my flip this time, so I'm hoping that, the quality is much better, and I'm probably going to do this for most of them, as long as it's not too much of a hassle. Like this video if you like flip cameras. If you don't like flip, leave me a comment and let me know what kind of camera you use to record videos, because yeah, I'm whoring myself out for comments and likes. I mean, what can you say? Starting the game, you gotta play the game. I mean, quite frankly, you want to make some money, you gotta get out on the street. So yeah, and I think that about wraps it all up. Oh, I'm gonna leave you with a math problem that I want to know the answer to, because it's been pissing me off. 6 divided by 2, parentheses, 1 plus 2 equals what? I'm gonna put down the way it's written. I asked my trig teacher, if you don't know, this was on Facebook, like not too long ago. I asked my trig teacher, and she said 1. And then I asked my computer science teacher, and he said 9. And I had thought 9 anyway, but she mentioned something about the implications of using parentheses, but I'm sorry, I say bullshit. This is math. There are no implications, okay? And I think you should please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, and multiplication and division go left to right. So yeah, suck it. What can I say? I'm a nerd. But I think that about wraps it up today. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe.